seriously consider playing offense?
In high school, I played both ways. And,
I mean here.
Oh, here? Nah, I don't think I ever had the option to play both ways. But if I did, I'd love to play offense.
Where would you play
right now?
What was that?
Do you have enough roles right now?
Never enough. Never enough.
Where would you play if you had the choice?
Receiver.
Receiver.
Slot receiver, something like that.
See you pregame go on against Tony a lot. You know, is that something y'all like to do? And then who normally wins those battles?
We don't have a boss, so we can't tell who wins. But it's just something we do just to loosen up. You know, we're both fast guys, and not gonna see a whole lot of guys that speed. So going against somebody that fast before is definitely beneficial.
We see you repping, I think it's punt return pregame.
Yes,
How close are you on the depth chart in terms of possibly getting
like number 2, 3, 4, something like that. Whoever Coach Locksley and Coach Saban agree to put back there, they're gonna put back there. So
you campaigning a little bit like Eddie did at times last year?
you said what?
Are you campaigning for one
yeah,
like Eddie did?
Definitely.
Minkah, you guys had one of those defensive players-only meetings. Not maybe the specifics, but what benefit can that have for a defense when you guys get together and discuss what's going on up there?
We didn't even have it yet. I think if we practiced really well yesterday, so I think we all got the gist of what happened on Saturday. I don't think words are gonna really do anything right now, but actions are gonna do a whole lot more. So all I did yesterday, I tried to fly around, make all the calls and stuff like that. Sean Dion doing the same thing. Just leading by example, and pretty much everybody follow. Everybody did what they're supposed to do, and so just leading with actions. I feel like it's a whole lot more beneficial than talking to people.
On his radio show this past week, Nick talked about players that they're like thermostats on this year's team. Not a whole lot of like vocal alphas, but guys that lead by example, like you said. But if there are issues, do you need some guys to step up and be more vocal?
Yeah, when issues are getting out of hand or somebody's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, multiple people will approach somebody and get on them. But I don't think that yelling at people and doing stuff like that, as a teammate, as a coach, it works because he's a coach and he can't really lead by example. But as a player, I think it's more beneficial for somebody who is doing what they're supposed to be doing on and off the field and just letting people follow because, like I said, just if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing and you're just yelling at people, telling them what to do and what they're doing wrong, ain't nobody gonna listen to you. But there has been times where either myself or Sean Dion had to talk to the defense and say stuff to the defense. We had moments during camp where we had to say stuff and make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, keeping their mind right, and people listen because we do what we're supposed to do. So.
We talked to Nick yesterday. He said it's not time to panic on the defense. Is that sort of the same approach you guys are taking, that maybe things are a little bit blown out of proportion?
I don't think there's ever a time to panic.
Yeah.
Panicking doesn't get very much done. I feel like if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, that's the time when you're supposed to be calm and realize, like sit back and realize and see what you're doing wrong and switch it up. And so I really don't think there's ever a need to panic. So.
When you talked about things not going right against Colorado State, what was the biggest thing?
It was just small things, Some plays DBs didn't win 50-50 balls. Some plays I myself I just didn't play aggressive enough trying to get the ball out. We didn't fit the runs the right way sometimes, and just small details that can be very easily fixed. And it's just stuff we got to fix in practice, doing it in practice the right way. Just flying to the ball, moving around fast, playing physical in practice, and it'll definitely turn over in the game.
Do you notice a difference or a similarity between Levi Wallace's situation this year and Anthony Averett's situation last year, where it seems like teams are kind of going for him or maybe trying to pick on him early, and how has he handled that?
I think you only have two corners, so they have to throw at somebody. So I don't really think that they're picking on him because they realize that he is a very good cornerback, very good technique, and very, very fast out there. So I don't think anybody's picking on him, but they don't know him as well. So they know that Anthony's a very good corner too, and he's established himself. So they might try and throw at him a little bit more, but he's doing a very good job out there. Has an interception, has a couple pass deflections, caused an interception. I'm really happy for him. He's doing a really good job for him.
Seems like there are a lot more corner blitzes. You're doing a lot more now, and I guess we saw Anthony go in a few times. What's unique about having to do that, and how pressure on the other guys to cover. I mean, there was a pass where Anthony, I guess a 39-yard gain by Gallup was a corner blitz that nobody covered.
That play, we had changed the call like right before they snapped the ball, and it didn't give us time to Ronnie time to get over the top of the receiver. So that's why they had seen that we were checking to that call, and they got the ball out there, and he had missed the tackle. So it was kind of just we got the call a little bit too late, and it had nothing really to do with the play itself. Because if we had the play beforehand, we would have been all right. And but it does put a little bit more pressure because there's one less DB that's in coverage. But usually, if we send it in the DB, somebody else is going to be dropping in coverage of linebacker or defensive end in the flat. So, but I think it kind of balances off because we're putting more pressure faster on the quarterback. So.
How much were the defensive issues that you said kind of were maybe parallel to what you guys faced at Arkansas last year that also caused, I guess, a little DB meeting then? Did you see some similar things, especially getting off the field third down?
Yeah, I think we definitely lost third down last weekend on Saturday, and I think we only won like 5 reps or something like that at 18, which is not very good. And so that is one similarity, but I just think, again, it's just small details that I can't really say a whole lot about it, but it's just small things that can be easily fixed. Because after that game, we performed pretty well until the last game of the season.
Yeah, and how much do you feel like that it's good that you had it in a game like this versus, say, a conference game?
I think it's good. It's I mean, we all realized that we weren't playing the way we were supposed to play after the first game, So I think we all kind of been working on ourselves, and Coach Saban has been saying this to us, and instead of saying we messed up this play or the defense messed up this play, say I messed up this play. So it kind of puts more responsibility on yourself, and when you say I, you kind of have to take it personal. You can't just say like we when it was really you, and so now you have to really fix it because nobody's going to be saying it was only the defense. Somebody's going to be saying it was you who messed up, so what are you going to do about it? And,
I want to flip back one thing real quick. What's the attraction of playing offense?
The attraction of playing offense? Get the ball in your hands a whole lot more. That's about it.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I don't know. You seem